Howdy, 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 everybody. Teresa here. Just me and the critters right now. And this is an extra video I'm doing today. And then I'm going to do my regular one. But let's talk depression. First, if you got something to drink, go ahead and grab yourself. And here is iced coffee. Which I actually anymore really prefer my coffee to be iced. You know, if it's real cold in the morning, I like, a warm cup of coffee or a hot cup of coffee, but that's very good. And, okay, let's talk about depression, frankly and honestly. You guys know that I battle depression. Sorry about the shaking. I'm pretty honest about that. I'm going to talk to you guys while I work on this hat here. I have always battled, like I've said before, just a quick recap, I have always battled depression since teenager on. Since about 13, 14 on. My parents never did anything about it. I think mainly back in those days, that was a taboo thing, and so they didn't do anything about it, even though it runs really strong in my family, and we've lost family members to suicide. A lot of dysfunction in the family, all the way around. A lot of alcoholism, some drug abuse issues and stuff, But anyway, my personal story is always fought it, hence part of the reason for the weight and stuff is, I won't go, I'm not willing to get into my entire backstory, but let's just say, there's some definite reasons why. Someday when I'm ready, I might talk about it, but, has to do with some sexual abuse. And that's all I'm going to say about that. It's just too painful to still talk about even at this late age. But anyway, and yes, I've attempted suicide and was hospitalized for it and etc. But I still fight depression, and I know the signs to watch for, and it will be something I always fight. I do take a very low dose of an antidepressant, which I've been on for a number of years now, and it probably needs to be changed. My doctor back in Wyoming was wanting to change it, and I said, well, since we were going to be moving and stuff, I didn't want to, have to taper down off of that and then slowly increase a new one and to see what side effects, if it was going to work. But I've really been fighting the depression as of late, and I'm not even sure why, because you would think with us getting this trailer and stuff that, I would be excited, and I am. I'm very happy about it, but still, this depression really has a hard grip on me. I'm wanting to sleep all day, I'm wanting to, let me get this down a bit. I'm not wanting to really do anything. It's just, it really sucks, and, my husband sees the signs too, and, we talk about it a lot, and that does help, and, if you guys notice, I'm not doing as many crafts as I was, I'm not doing as many paintings as I was. Well, part of that is this cold out, and the cold weather does really affect me and my depression, it's very hard. I'm 53. I'll be 54 this summer. I'm in menopause. And, we don't really have any real family connections. I mean, we have just a few family members, and I know that a lot of people are that way. But I'm just being honest about me as a person. And oh my God, do you guys hear that? That doesn't help. That's a pine cone hitting our RV. That goes on all the time. That's what makes this poor. It's okay, Charlie. Let's think. Charlie just, you know, wow, that's scary. Whew, that got my heart going. But I've really been struggling lately, and so, you know, I don't want anybody to think that I don't care about you or anything if I'm not, you know, quite as talkative and stuff. You know, I'm just not reaching out as much. You know, I do really love my friends and, you know, the ones that check on me and stuff. You know, it isn't anything with my marriage or anything. It's just this damn depression. And I just really hate having it. Like, well, who likes having depression? Let's go on over that. Who likes having depression? Nobody. You know, it's depressing. And you know, but I'm as I think that's all we can do is, you know, we try to do things to break ourselves out of it. But one of the things I hate about my depression, and I've been told I'm bipolar 2, and you know, and I've got anxiety and PTSDs and stuff like that. But also is I get so you know, and that all goes with having the Asperger's and the ADD. Is I get so confused, and that makes it even worse because I will sit here and just overthink things unless I have a plan. And part of the problem I think right now is I don't have a plan yet. You know, we're still right in the midst of figuring out the moving stuff. And oh wait, got it. Almost messed that up. Yeah. And so then we don't have a clear-cut plan of when you need to do what, and that's how I function best. What am I doing about my depression? You're probably asking. Well, okay, you say you have depression. What are you going to do? Well, what I'm doing is I'm really watching it. My husband's really watching it. He knows all the signs to watch for. I mean, because we've been married for almost 30 years. This fall will be 30 years. And what I'm going to do is try to get outside a little bit more, because I need the sunlight and I need the fresh air. I am using my little mini peddler inside here, and that helps with the mobility. And talking to you guys and making myself get up, making myself get dressed, you know, making myself still participate. I have a tendency to really just kind of shy away and just kind of, you know, keep to myself. And that's what I'm going to do. And after we move, if it doesn't get better within, let's say, a month's time from now, I will be calling and making an appointment and seeing a doctor about it. You know, because it may be time to start changing the medication, you know, and stuff. So that's what I'm doing. You know, trying not to put on more weight, because when I'm going through the bowels of depression, I do want to soothe myself more with food, and I know that, and that's not good. I'm wondering, too, with not being on diabetic meds right now, if that's part of it, because I don't feel good, and I fought this infection for so long, and if that's part of it. And I mean, the infection's getting better, but it was really severe. My legs are getting better finally. They were really severe, and they were like purple, and now they're clearing up, so that's good. You know, and I'm just going to be honest with the doctor when I see him. They're going to say, "What have you been taking?" And I'm going to tell them, you know, I've been taking amoxicillin, and you know, we're going to go through that, and I'll get chewed out and stuff. But you know, that's my choice, and everything. But I'm wondering if that has part of it to do with it. I think we women kind of reach a certain age too, where all of a sudden we realize that we're a certain age, and it's kind of like for some of us, your life kind of starts over because my kids are grown and gone from home. They have families of their own. And, you know, we're really not included in that. And then we made the choice to move, which we're glad we did. But then, so you're starting over. And in a sense, it's kind of like if you go through a divorce and you're starting your life all over. Well, I still have my husband, but, you know, we're out here on our own. And so we're starting over. And it's been a lot harder road living in this RV than I've led on. It's been very depressing. And I know it's what we chose. And we've done the best we could with it. But it's taken a toll on me physically. I think that's why I got the hernias. I did not have them before we moved here. It's all the twisting and turning you have to do. And lifting and everything. I know it's taken a toll on me psychologically. It's been very humbling. But now it's time to move on. You know. And I don't know about you guys, but sometimes too, it's like my mind will work so much overtime that I will start to think that bad things are going to happen. You know, it's that anxiety where you worry yourself over nothing. Say, for instance, last night, I was having a really hard time. We had some stuff going on, and then I wasn't able to get a hold of the landlord like we wanted, and I was sure that probably they rented the trailer out to somebody else and everything, and I was just in the midst of so much fear that this was all going to fall apart and that we weren't going to get that trailer and that we were going to still be here. And I'm like, you know, I can't continue to live in this trailer anymore. I can't continue to do it. I'm at my limit. Just emotionally, the animals are at their limit. You know, they need more space to be able to run and stuff. You know, even just inside. You know, Brad's had it. He's taken a toll on him. You know, but I was so sure that something had probably happened, and I just couldn't cope. I was at that point where I just couldn't cope. And I know my friend, Queen Bee, will understand what I'm getting at. And where you just kind of shut down, you want everybody to leave you alone, so you just shut down and you just kind of sleep. All you want to do really is sleep and eat. And because, you know, the eating is self-soothing, and then if you're sleeping, you don't have to face, you know, whatever's going on. And I go through that where there's periods I'm just paralyzed. And I'll go through periods where I can take charge of everything and do everything and handle everything and, you know, but, yeah. So that's what's been going on with me. It's not, I'm watching it. I know the warning signs. You know, no, I'm not suicidal. No need to worry about that. I would, you know, I would get help before it got to that point. You know, it's been a hard winter for so many people, and then so many people are going through so many difficult things, whether it's a financial difficulty or a difficulty with loved ones, or maybe somebody's health and stuff. And, you know, I'm an empath, and I really feel for everybody else, and you feel like there's just so much heartache out there and stuff, you know, but, that's just the way it is. But I just wanted to talk and say, you know, if you're somebody that goes through depression, again, you don't need depression too. You don't need to sit there and feel like you're a freak or that you can't talk about it. If nothing else, if you want to just say, hey, I'm out here and I go through something similar, you can email me. My address is below. I don't have any answers for you. I can just talk with you and say, hey, you're not alone, because everybody's different. and I'm not any doctor or anything. You know, but I think it helps to know that there's people out there. I will say one of the things that helps me this time of year, this is my most unfavorite time of year, the winter month, is some light therapy. That's one of the things I've been going through is in this RV right now, I have one window which is right behind me that I can actually look out of. So when the weather's cold and I can't really go outside for very long, and so you're living in a hallway with no windows. So, and even when this window, when I have this window shade folded up, all I see right next to me is another trailer. This RV park is very full right now. And so, but I find light therapy helps. And what I was getting at is there's not very good light in this RV. So I find that the light therapy really, really helps me, you know, and I'll be doing that. I have a bigger lamp in storage and stuff. I'll be doing light therapy when we get in the trailer and stuff. So, you know, but don't think you're alone. Depression sucks. It really sucks. But we can all just do the best we can and say, hey, I suffer from depression. So if you see me really pulling away, not talking as much and stuff, that's why. It's not anything else. So, you know, but I'm here and I'm fighting it. And I love you guys. And I will talk to you here in a few minutes for my regular vlog. Okay? Okay, bye.